Universal Audio VO Channel Strip Setup, Tube Edition.
You're listening to the dangerous mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov. No excuses, no BS, no
Hey
pants.
everybody, how's it going? Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov here, and I just wanted to bring you another example of how to set up channel strips for VO, specifically the modeled tube channel strips. Now, Art Vandelay left a comment suggesting that I should try out the 610B with the Soyuz 017 FET, and wondering if it would just be too much of a creamy goodness thing going on there. I don't know. I never tried the 017 FET with the 610B, believe it or not, so I figured, why not try the 610B and maybe a couple of the other Universal Audio modeled tube channel strips. Okay, so we're going to do the 610B, we're going to do the Avalon, and, let's see where it goes from there. All right, so, of course, this is the Neve 88RS, my go-to. All right, this is a solid-state modeled preamp, channel strip. So we're going to get rid of this. Okay, let's get rid of the DFC. We're going to move the whole chain over here just for safekeeping. Okay, so let's try that 610B. All right, here we go. Gonna need a little gain, a little bit more gain. Pop it here a little bit. Oh, listen to that. Well, I like that. All right. So, okay. Let's see. Do we need a bump at 100? I don't think so. We don't really have a lot of options here, so we're going to leave it. So, of course, you have 7K, 4.5K, and 10K. Let's bump it a little bit at 10. That's not normally where I would bump it. 10 is a little bit in that. Oh, there we go. That sounds pretty decent. I'm not entirely sold on this yet. So, but it's a good experiment. Okay, let's see. If we lower the impedance, does it make it faster? Does it make it a little bit more? Or let's see. Let's thicken it. So if you increase the impedance, of course, you're increasing the resistance of the input. So what you're doing is you're adding more load to the mic. The mic has to push a little bit more signal. Basically, here we go. 500, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very subtle. Let's see. What if we drive it a little bit more? How's that sound? Right, you know what? Hold on. So, of course, this is a little noisy. So why don't we move the DFC back? If we were to use this, we would use it with the DFC. All right, so the wheels on the bus go round and round. Round and round, round and round. Not bad. It's got a darker, more mysterious sound. I kind of like it. So, of course, the 610B is, it's a little crispy. The 610B is the Beach Boys preamp. The 610B is what was really used by Mark Lynette to record a lot of the Brian Wilson stuff. So, all right. So that's the 610B. That's interesting. All right, let's turn that off. I'll just move that over here for safekeeping. Let's try, how about the Avalon? Gonna need some gain. All right, yeah. Right away, a lot smoother than the 610B, more low end. Okay, let's roll back the high pass a little bit. Let's roll it to there, 55, 60. Okay, compression. All right, so we're looking at gain reduction right now. Hold on, so where's my level? Hold on, where's my level? All right, so we're way hot, way hot. All right, 1, 2, all right, see, we gotta tweak the output so we get good output without breaking up here. Yeah, you can feel the increased tubiness of the low end here. I think the Avalon really exemplifies how you can model a tubed sound and really kind of get it right. Okay, so that level. Okay, now here's the thing. So we were talking, yesterday I was talking about how I felt the meters on the Manley Voxbox, which is also a tube pre. I feel like the meters are just a little bit, I don't want to say inaccurate, but I don't really feel like the meters, I feel like the meters are too sensitive. And I was wondering why. So let's set our compression. Let's see. We want a small ratio. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. All right, yeah. Yeah, Lisa, okay. Lisa, brand new. All right, there we go. I know I'm speaking in fragments, so you'll have to stick with me here. So, okay, we're going to go to the EQ section out, the EQ section in. Makes no difference on this unit. Let's go back to, here we go, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, we're definitely going to have to add some, let's see, F15. 15 will have to do. Well, let's see, clear it up a little bit. Let's get to, all right, so here, if you'll notice, right, we're here in the high mids. But all these look like small numbers, right? 1K, 2, right? That's 1,200K. So, let's see, not 12,000, but we want 12,000, right? If we want 12,000, we would go frequency times 10. But we don't necessarily want that. What we want is really about 2,500. So we're going to go right about here. Hold on. So let's, let's take it in here. Now let's find that sweet spot right there. All right, yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. Not really feeling a resonance there, but it's feeling peaky. So let's just give it a little bit right there. Now you can hear that peakiness in it, right? If I take it out and it's right there, but that peakiness helps you cut. It's not pretty, but it helps you cut. Okay, low end. Do we need a bump? We don't need a bump. Really? Okay. If anything, right here. So this is rolled back at 30. What if we roll it back a little bit at 150 and not touch this one? All right, so there you go. I don't know. Not crazy about that. 1, 2. Let's leave that there. Do we need that? Right there. Hello. All right, so that's not bad. So there's the Avalon. And of course, the Avalon does not have a gate or an expander on it. So again, you would have to use some kind of expansion and gate. For me, it would be the DFC. And when you pop the DFC in there, all right, you're getting something pretty nice. That's usable. I think I could do an audiobook or narration on that. All right. So that is the Avalon. All right, so let us take the Avalon. All right, take it out of the circuit. Pop this over here. Okay. Here, rearrange this. All right, so let's put the Voxbox back in, just like we did yesterday. Okay. Voxbox. I kind of like it there. Medium fast. I know I'm moving quickly, but I've some familiarity with this unit. So here we go. Need a little bit there. Let's see. Do we need 100 hertz boost? I don't know. I don't know if I need it today. 500 cut. A little bit there. A little 12K. All right. Yeah. So, all right. So here's the Voxbox. Let's give it a little boost there. All right. So here's the Voxbox. My gain reduction is a little. All right. So there you go. All right. So there's the Voxbox. Of course, we would need some. Taming of that noise. All right, so there's the Voxbox. All right. And here's the Avalon. You know what? Let's see. Actually, let's take 500 out of this. So yeah, so that you can hear a definite difference. If I do that, get that in there. So yeah, there's a big deal of difference between these two. I like the Avalon, not in love with it. Okay, so, all right, how about one more, since we're here? Let's take this out again. All right, what are we gonna do? How about, let's see. Oh, the dogs are barking. Oh, Amazon's here. That's Let's see. I don't actually own this one, so let's demo it. All right. Gonna start the demo. All right. Never really tried this one before. So what if we, let's get a little bit more Tubey. You feel that low end kick in, right? So you can go here and boost it, right? 1, 2. Oh, look at that overload light. Very sensitive. All right, so I was talking about the meters, and I feel like the meters are overly sensitive, especially the modeled VU analog style VU meter. Okay, here we go. Let's get a little bit in there. That. This is a 10K only boost. Let's see. Do we want the low pass in? High pass. Low pass. Do we need a pass? Why do I get high pass and low pass confused? Really, I do. I have a thing. Sometimes I get left and right confused still. It's a condition. Here we go. Let's see. 2K. No, that would help, probably. I don't know. This 10K doesn't really feel like it's helping. Oh, it's not even in. There we go. Never used this before. Compression. You know, they try to make this seem so simple, but I'm not really feeling the love on this thing. It doesn't feel... It doesn't have a vibe. It feels very boring, doesn't it? Muffled, boring. I'm not really sure. Here we go. If we try to clean it up. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. So here we go. So talking about these meters. And even though I'm not overloading, see, you don't see the overload light, right? I'm not overloading it, but I'm really pinning the crap out of that meter. Now, why is that? Now, here's my theory. So I think when you see a VU meter, an analog style VU meter that has been modeled in the digital realm, I think that these things react way differently than real analog meters. I know you're going to be like, yeah, no duh. But here's why. You know what? I actually really hate this. Really hate that sound. It's so much better if you just take it out. If you just use the the stock one. This is I'm sorry. This is hot garbage. Let's get rid of this. All right. Let's put something in here that won't make me want to vomit. All right, much better. Okay, so here's my thing with the analog VU meter. So in the digital realm, in the modeled realm, this has to react to the input of your audio in the same way that a VU meter, an analog VU meter, reacts to the input of voltage. And what it is when the analog meter in the real world on an analog device is not reacting so much to the sound going in, it's reacting to the amplitude of the electric signal, the electronics, the electricity, the voltage that comes in based upon your signal creates the meter to react. So the ballistics of the meter are done at the speed of how electricity flows through a wire, which is pretty fast. So if you have noticed, electricity flowing through a wire moves as fast as the wire will allow it, which is pretty damn fast. So in the digital realm, they have to model that. So the audio has to pass through circuitry. In fact, like a computer chip, right? So think about this for a second. Now, we know computer chips are fast, but are they faster than electricity? No, they're not, because they run on electricity. So they can't be faster than electricity. When you turn on an electric signal, right, just electricity, that is one thing that is flowing through one pipe, and it's either on or it's off, unless you have a regulator on it, right? So you are getting a full pipe full of electricity every time it's on. With electronics, with something like this, with a modeled signal, you have a processing core within the Apollo that is processing a lot of things at once. So you don't necessarily have a single processor that is really working on the ballistics of this meter. This meter is being modeled after the idea of trying to imitate how a meter would react to electricity flowing into it, the amplitude of electricity flowing into it. I know it sounds confusing. So my point is, I think they make these things ultra sensitive because I do not think that a modeled analog VU meter actually reacts in the same way that an analog meter in the real world does. Because I think the analog meter in the real world is more accurate because it reacts faster and more accurately to your signal. That is my opinion. I'm not basing it upon anything other than just, what the thimbleful of knowledge that I have about electronics. So what do you think? All right. So thank you, Art Vandelay, for suggesting this. I hope this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. If anything, now I know that the Century channel strip is a no-go, at least for me. It might work for you. You might like it. You might like that sound. It might work great for you. I don't like it. But anyway. All right, so this has been fun. Sorry, I gotta go. Anyway, yeah, I got to deal with this Amazon stuff that just arrived. Sorry. All right, until next time. Leave a comment. Look at me, I'm all frazzled here at the end of the video. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Which one do you prefer? Do you like the tube stuff? Do you like the solid state stuff better? Let me know. Leave a comment. All right, until next time. This is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.